segment that is dedicated to highlight individuals in our UWS communities doing awesome things away from the pitch. This person could be a supporter, club staff, or a player who is doing awesome things to support their club or community. I'm fortunate to be joined by a University of Michigan student and AFC Ann Arbor player, where she actually made club history as the youngest goal scorer for either the men's or women's side, scoring a goal in the Michigan Milk Cup against North Oakland as a 17-year-old. Please welcome community activist Emily Eitzman.
Hi.
Hi, Emily. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. How are things going for you so far in 2021?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Things have been going pretty well so far in 2021. I've been on break from school for the past week or so it's been nice to have some time off from that and just relax and work on some other projects and spend time with family.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit yesterday about those projects and kind of what's going on, but you've been a busy person lately with a lot of different things, from being a board member for the Mighty Oak Youth Project, along with community kicks, and soon to be author. So let's start with the Mighty Oak Project. Tell us a little bit about that project.
Yeah, so I've been a board member for the Mighty Oak for almost about 2 years now, and it's just been a really great experience. We've been able to make so many different impacts. Some of the things that we've done is we've donated like apparel and soccer equipment to kids. We've given them like tickets to go to AFC Ann Arbor games and Michigan games. We've provided them like opportunities to play in like soccer clinics and camps and leagues that they otherwise wouldn't be able to play on, which I think that's like really awesome, just to give like so many different opportunities that otherwise wouldn't be there. And we also have a lot of like partnerships with programs that focus on things like nutrition and health, and just a bunch of programs that use soccer as like a medium to help like better their communities. And with the pandemic, we've been in a very much of like a planning phase, but we've had one of our focuses that we've had like for a while now is really trying to like encourage women in coaching in soccer. So like Mami Yamaguchi, she got a female coaching scholarship. Sue was another one of my AFC teammates. She got a scholarship to take English classes, which is really great. And but yeah, like I said, we've been doing a lot of planning over the past couple of months due to the pandemic and everything, but we have a lot that we're looking forward to in 2021. We're going to try to keep handing out scholarships like that. And also another goal that we have is to do the same, but with like Black coaches and players, and just give them more opportunities as well. So I'm really excited for the upcoming year.
Sounds like a lot going on, but that's not the only thing you do. You also are part of Community Kicks. Can you give us some idea? I mean, you are a coach and you've done some virtual videos for players, but what is Community Kicks and what is the mission of the program?
Yeah, so Community Kicks, the mission is to teach kids soccer, which is what we did with those videos and everything. But there's also a focus on teaching them things like nutrition. And if you like go on the website, you'll see like a smoothie recipe, and like just teaching them how to take care of themselves, and also just other life skills that they can take with them beyond the game of soccer, which I think is just, obviously that's so important when teaching kids the game and everything. But yeah, and then like my position as a community coach over the summer, obviously things were virtual, so I made some videos just like teaching skills that they could do on their own. And then I wasn't as involved in this side, but Community Kicks was also able to distribute I think over 30,000 lunch bags to kids in like different areas like Grand Rapids and Flint and Lansing and things like that. So that was really awesome, especially like during a pandemic. There's always so much need, and especially during these times, that was really great that we were able to keep making an impact and do that.
And finally, that you now are an author. This book that you wrote is currently in the illustration phase. Can you give us a teaser or kind of give us an idea of what the book is about?
Yeah, so and everything I do, I think like educating youth is really key. And then I also really love writing. So children's books is something that I really want to make those. And I made the book that's like being made right now. My illustrator will hopefully have it done sometime in March. But I thought like with the pandemic, obviously we're all going through such hard times, and kids like, with like social distancing for everyone, it's made it like emotionally really hard, and like online school, like everyone's adjusting to so many different things. And I thought that this would be a good time, because I think like children's books can just like teach kids so many different things. And I thought like right now there's so much to, especially right now, there's so much to learn. And it's basically about a girl that is, she's like not happy about like the switch to online school, and like just the social distancing and everything in general. And it's just about like her adjustment to the pandemic and everything going on. And the moral of the book is basically like, you can't change events, but you can change the attitude that you have towards them. So I'm hoping that'll kind of help kids to learn to like not only deal with moments like these, but just try your best to like learn and even like benefit and just do what you can with like hard times like this.
Well, that's really exciting. We're really happy and hope for the best of that. But what other projects or efforts are you currently involved in that you care to share?
Yeah, I'm working on a couple of different projects right now. So in addition, so yeah, like I said, I'm really interested in writing children's books, and I actually made a prototype for a website that I'm hoping that I'll be able to. I'm pitching for funding for it in the spring, so hopefully, if that goes well, I'll be able to like carry out with it. But it basically has different categories like equity, philanthropy, sportsmanship, kindness, and a bunch of different categories like that. And then under each category, there's like books that will like teach kids about those things. So like I have one category that's like pandemic, and then like this book would be like under that. But yeah, I have a lot of like book drafts, and I'm just hoping that I'll be able to move forward with that, because I think like children's books are such a great way to like help kids. Like it just I think it can serve as like a medium to like shape kids and ultimately like shape the future. And then I have a couple of other projects. Like I just recently a nursing home is going to a nursing home in Ann Arbor is going to ask the residents some questions that I have just about like regrets and lessons that those individuals have like had over the years. And then my goal is to put all of the answers in like a book or a website. And then because I think that a lot of like older individuals, they have so many things that like just like all of the time that they've had and all the experiences, they could teach so much to like younger kids and to just everyone. And I think that there's not a lot of outlets for them to share things like that. So if that goes well, then I'm going to expand to some other homes and other individuals. So that's one of my other projects. And then this one is like, this is super preliminary, but this is just something that I really want to do, because I think like, it's just like well, I recently learned like, I've learned more about like dementia and things like that, like older diseases. And I learned like I never realized how preventable that they can be with like I never realized how much of an impact lifestyle and like eating healthy and exercise has on that kind of thing. So I kind of wanted to try to do like something that just encourages kids to like exercise and eat healthy, and then also do like they say like brain games like Sudoku, word searches, just keep your brain active, even like music. Like I really want to do something that will really encourage all of that, because I think that like dementia, I know like my family, it's like impacted so many of my like grandparents, and I never realized how much I at least like personally, I just want to like spread awareness of how much we can do to like hopefully prevent that in adults, because so many adults get that. And then yeah, and so those are kind of my main projects. I'm also a part of like a club at Michigan. We've distributed like journaling kits because I'm really passionate about writing. But those are kind of my main projects that I'm working on right now.
Well, it's awesome. You got your hands full of projects. Gotta slow down to speed up a little bit, but that's great, Emily. What drives you to be so involved and investing so much in your community while also being a full-time student?
Yeah, philanthropy is just so important to me, just because I feel like there's so much need, and like especially like during times like this when I have so much time, like I get like so crazy, and like I start like thinking about a million different projects. But ultimately, I just think that there is just so much need in the world, and like I just want to be able to impact as much as I can in as many different like areas as I can, and just enhance as many lives as possible. And I just read like I have a lot of people who obviously inspire me in life, and I just read a book by Mitch Albom, and I ended up reading like a bunch of his books because I really enjoyed that one. And then I was learning more about him, and he's actually founded like 9 different charities, and that's honestly inspired me so much, because it just like reminds me that there's no like limit on like the impact I can have. So that's why I'm kind of you know I definitely like I need to definitely slow down. Like when I think I have so many different things that I'm trying to do, and like I have so many different ideas, but I just think there's so much need, and people like Mitch Albom show me that I really can impact a lot. So that's my goal in life.
Well, I mean, thank you so much for everything you're doing for not just your community, but for everybody. We look forward to that book, hopefully in the springtime. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we look forward to more of your efforts and potentially having another conversation soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
You too.